Hi, I'm Jenny Luna, and I'm going to have my co-host introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Laureli Shimayo.
We're starting an exciting series, and this is to tell you all about the Conscious Wellness Expo that's coming up this summer. It's a continuation of 40 some years of the Metaphysical Summer event. And this year, we're going to start promoting each one of the vendors and speakers, give you a chance to take a look at their work and what you might expect, and at the same time, learn a little something to apply to your own life until the days that lead up to the fair. So we're going to start this off, and I am going to ask Laureli to explain what she does, because she has a very unusual modality, and she wrote a book about it, in fact. But Laureli, very few people do what you do, right? And this is telling me what it is and what it entails.
That's right. And thanks, Denny. It's great to be able to share. So I do intuitive eye readings. We all know the phrase, eyes are a window to the soul. So I'm able to read a set of archetypes that I call ThriveTypes in people's eyes that reflect back what their soul is, what their soul purpose is. So what are the things that they most love? And I think everyone actually reads eyes. For everyone listening, if you just imagine when you meet someone wearing dark sunglasses, and you can't see their eyes, you have the sense that something's missing. It's often very frustrating. So I think that we all read eyes. And what I've done is I've helped make it really explicit what it is that we see. So we have that to powerfully move forward ourselves or in relationship with people.
And before we get into in depth of the different types of people and all that, I want people to know how effective it is. So I asked you to come up with one or two stories about how it can change people's lives really quickly, in fact.
Oh, it's great. Sure. So like an example is a couple that I met at a party a few years ago. I spent just a little bit of time talking with them. I can see in their eyes, I was telling them a little bit about themselves, and we talked about the dynamics of their relationship. And after we'd been chatting for around 25 minutes or so, they said to me like, wow, this is amazing. Like, this is so much more powerful than 10 years of therapy. And so it's a new way that people get an understanding of themselves and who the other people are that they interact with that makes such a difference in the kinds of choices that they make with each other and ways of creating a lot of ease and synergy together.
Very cool. So now that we have people curious about the different ways that they can use this in their lives, you have broken down everybody into basically, what is it, 8 different types?
Well, there are a lot of different traits. Let me go ahead and I'll show one of my handouts. And this is what I use at the Expo when I do readings with people. So these are all the different archetypes that I look at. I call these ThriveTypes, so archetypes for thriving. And so when I'm reading someone, I'm looking at their talents. There are 7 of these, and each person has 3. I look at their pacing or rhythm, sort of how quickly they integrate and share and move through the world. I look at their decision making. Do they want to look at lots of options and possibilities before making a choice, or do they want to narrow and pick something and tune as they go forward? Or communication. We all use mind, heart, and body in how we integrate and share, but the order in which we use them are different. And then we're all motivated by different things. There are 7 motivations, and each person has 1. And we're born with all these traits. And then defenses are how we protect ourselves. The 2 options are flexible and structured, but then there's like people that mix it up and are switchable. Defenses show up generally all the time, but they show up a lot when we're stressed or an issue or problem arises. And then I also look at worldview or consciousness. We all start here as babies in survival and grow. A lot of people stop and some people keep growing. So, well, let's see, the most important thing that I look at in someone usually is their talents. And that's what you were referring to and saying they're a small number. So if we look right here, these are these 7 talents, and each person has 3. And I've worked out a set of lessons for these as well. So it's not just like, not a simple description of who someone is, but really where they are in their growth path and how they're growing and changing over time. So, so for example, we can take on masks as kids and believe that we're something that we're not. And then we grow up into our first talent. So we start off in this proportion as kids, and then we grow to be this proportion. And I've worked out a set of lessons, as I mentioned, where we grow from the outside in. And this is a simpler version of what we go over when I do a reading. But so we go back to these talents again. So some people are all about love and deep connection, right? Some want to inspire and motivate others to grow and change. Some want freedom and creativity and pleasure, right? Other people want to have fun. some want to direct the whole group, and there are not many of those people, right? There can't be too many. They need followers. Some people care about action and results, and others people care about learning and understanding things. And each person is a mixture of three of these. So like a big part in reading is sorting out which are a person's talents and what the order is. And I see these in people's eyes.
So that's a lot of information that people will get in their reading. Can you give us a really quick tip, just something that they can apply in their daily lives without having to even see you first, but how important the eyes are in their life?
Yeah, that's great. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'll share something about career. I think that's, so right here with these 7 talents. So like, let's say that people have commented that you have fairly intense eye contact. So chances are you have this priest vision talent. And that means that you need to really believe in what you do in the world. You need to have a job that you believe in and an organization that you believe in, right? Or if you have, like, people really appreciate the way you're so caring and present with them, the way you really show up and listen, then you want to have deep one-on-one experiences with people, right? Or if you get bored easily, you like change, well, then chances are you're really creative and you want to be able to share your ideas with the world or create pleasurable experiences for others. So these are examples in the way that you already show up in your life, like to help you see, like to step deeper into what those are.
So can people bring a photograph to you, or is it pretty much better to have it live interaction?
Well, I can see a lot in a photo. It's certainly better when I'm live or in video like this. I see people in video too. So if you come to the expo, I can do readings with you there, and any photos you show me, I'll be able to tell you about those people also. So for example, if you're in a relationship, bring me a photo of your partner, and a few photos are best. Clearly, I need to see their eyes. If you're single and you're doing online dating, we'll pull up your profile and we can search, and I can help you find partners that are a great fit based on your eyes and their eyes. So definitely I can look at photos as well.
Well, thank you so much. And let's tell people how to find us at the Conscious Expo. It's at the Kent Commons, Saturday, July 22nd, from 10 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. And I think it's 4th and James. It's kind of in the downtown Kent, but Kent Commons on the 22nd of July. And it's free admission, free parking, 100 different people, and Laureli will be there.
It's great. And so there'll be people doing readings, people doing healings, and also people selling products. So some people will have just products for sale, like different crystals, and then other people like me, in addition to doing readings, will have things like books that we've written. We look forward to seeing you.
Thanks.